Okay, everybody, so welcome back. This is Ian from Mindful Marketplace, and welcome back to A Tiny Revolution. This is our brand new publishing platform and marketing studio for those of you who want to create tiny products that make a big impact in 2022 and beyond. All right, so one of the things that we're testing, and a lot of the things that we're doing in 2022 are really giant science experiments. Like some of the stuff that I'm trying to build, I'm not sure that it's going to work or not, but it's the sort of stuff that I want to do and the sort of content that I want to create and the sort of marketing and writing and communication that feels most exciting and empowering to me. So we're going to work on some really interesting and innovative content types, including the sorts of videos that I'm recording now. So one of the things that I recommended to those in our private community is to start a blog, right? And actually, I've recommended many folks go to Gumroad, which is a really great digital commerce platform for creating stores and products and courses and memberships that you can actually build really on a bootstrap budget. I mean, you can sign up for Gumroad for free and start selling products and building a list and doing all that stuff in a short afternoon and not have it cost you a dime. But some of the people who have done this in the last couple weeks have been following, Sahil. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to try live. But nonetheless, he's the CEO of Gumroad. He's a very smart guy. And this tweet, a couple days ago, people had pointed out to me and asked me what I thought about using Gumroad for a blog. So he wrote, "How to enter the online economy in 2022, start a blog." I agree with that, but I don't agree that starting a blog on Gumroad is the best way of accomplishing that specific objective. And the reason why is you're building your brand on somebody else's land, right? You're creating content or courses or your products on a platform that is not white labeled to you. So what I recommend instead, and I'm going to actually, hopefully this continues to record, I am going to switch screens and give you a step-by-step, sort of outline of what I would recommend and what we do, as well as if you want us to do this for you, we can actually help you with our tiny studio, build you this exact setup really super quickly, and again on a bootstrap budget. So the first thing I recommend, this again is for those of you who not only want to create a blog, but actually want to monetize your content, monetize your blog, and make money from your blog really, really quickly without the traditional sort of long curve of like acquiring an audience and doing all that sort of stuff over many years. So the first thing I would do is I'd go to Answer the Public, which is a keyword tool. Let me see if I can actually bring that up. Do I have a... Oh, here it is. All right, so this is Answer the Public, and actually, as an example, typed in the word blog, so you can actually see some of the keyword phrases for something just like this, that you can actually pull right from their tool. So let's see which blog is best, which blog site pays best, which blogs earn the most money. Essentially, you have these whole cacophony of keywords and questions that you can use as part and parcel of the strategy that I'm about to record for you in a minute, right? So all these alphabetical comparisons, prepositions, questions. The salient piece of this process here is you want to take the questions in whatever niche, market, industry, or area of expertise you have, and you simply want to enter a phrase, a keyword or a keyword phrase, a short phrase, and use Answer the Public to generate questions that you can answer. So that's step one, Answer the Public for keyword questions. I know I've covered this in other videos, but it really can't be overstated how effective this strategy is, right? Number two, actually, you want to start a ghost blog. Number three, and there's many ways of doing this. You can either go to ghost.org yourself, or you can just pick a ghost hosting platform that works for you. We have recommendations if you're working with us for where, I'd recommend you host your blog, but I'm not going to cover that here on this video. If you're interested in that, get in touch with me and I'll let you know. But step number 3 is you want to take a list of those questions that you covered, that you got in step number 1, and answer them in a protected sequence of posts, right? So you're actually going to use Ghost and their membership functionality to build a course or product or membership-powered, blog site that actually requires people either sign up for your blog as a member for free, or they pay for access to your blog. And I'll show you what that looks like here. See if I can pull that up. I think it's here. So here's a copy of one of our, or an example of one of our, ghost blogs that does this. It's a membership site. So this was a phrase for mindfulness, because we're running many mindfulness-oriented communities. Can you make a living as a mindfulness teacher? And that's a question that people are asking in our niche, right? So I'm actually doing the exact strategy that I'm recommending to you. And as you can see here, as you go down, this content is restricted to paying subscribers only. So you can only, if you're interested in the answer to this, you have to sign up, right? And there are 3 levels. Again, you can have free content, you can have members-only content, which is also free, but requires a sign-up, and then you can have premium members-only content like this here, where you actually have to pay to access the content. So this takes the idea of blogging and it incorporates a membership-style site sheen strategy, structure into the process that you really, you can do this on other platforms like WordPress or even something like Gumroad, but this is built into the bones of what Ghost does best. So all you're going to do is restrict the content in one of 2 ways. One is members only but free. The other is members only but paid, right? So you can actually experiment with this and move between, members only free and members only paid, and get people, let's say, into a course, let's say 21 questions about mindfulness answered in 21 days, and let's say 3 or 4 or 5 of them require folks sign up as a member, but you allow them to sign up for free, but the extra 17 questions, if it's 21 in our example here, in this hypothetical example, require folks to pay to get, continuing access. So essentially what you're doing is you're letting folks test the quality of your content before they actually have to pay, but you're still asking them to sign up as a member, which allows you to email them, sending a newsletter, or do all sorts of other cool and creative things using Ghost. So do I agree that starting a blog in 2022 is a great way of entering the creator or online economy? Absolutely I do. Would I do it on something like WordPress or even Gumroad? I would not. I would actually recommend using something like Ghost because it's the easiest way of building your brand on your own land, creating your own content, your own community, your own publishing platform, your own newsletter, all of that under one umbrella, and building all of that out on Ghost and making it look, like your own, right? If you build something like this on Gumroad, people can tell it's Gumroad, right? It appears to those who know, or those who have some familiarity with the online e-commerce ecosystem, that you're using a free tool like Gumroad. Whereas something like this, you really can't tell, that this is anything other than a branded, membership site. Right? You can change the colors. You can do all sorts of cool and creative things. You can create free content, paid content, etc., etc. And it's much more, you can also sell something like this much more easily than you could sell something that you built on Gumroad, for an example. Or if you're using WordPress and you have all these plugins and different, kind of tools and tech that have to play together and work together to make the whole thing work, all of that, all of those challenges are completely eliminated when you're using something like Ghost to build your blog/membership site. All right, so if you're interested in doing this for your own community, your own content, your own brand, feel free to get in touch with us. I'm happy to help you set this up very quickly. But if you are interested in doing this for yourself, it's also very easy and very newbie friendly. No code. There's not a lot of technical expertise or know-how you need to have to launch something like this in a short afternoon. Okie doke. Teach what you know. Do what you love. Wake up the world with your work. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.